I'm Charlie, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make my delicious New Orleans shrimp po' boy. A po' boy is a traditional sandwich from Louisiana, and it consists of any type of meat such as beef, pork, chicken, or Louisiana hot sausage, or any type of fried seafood such as shrimp, catfish, crawfish, soft-shell crabs, and oysters. And it is typically served on a baguette style New Orleans French bread, and this bread has a nice crispy outer shell but nice and soft on the inside. This sandwich can either be served hot or cold, and it is usually dressed with lettuce, tomato, pickles, mayonnaise, ketchup, and optional onions. Mustard is associated with the non-seafood po' boys, and some people even like hot sauce on their po' boys. And even some po' boys even call for you to pour gravy on them. And it is often served with French fries. And down where I'm from in New Orleans, we are known for our po' boys. There are a lot of restaurants that serve all different types of po' boys. There are even places called po' boy shops where they specialize in po' boys only. I mean, all different types of po' boys are made down here in New Orleans. And po' boys is synonymous with New Orleans. And today I'm going to be showing you step by step on how to make this traditional, popular New Orleans po' boy. So let's get started. Okay, this is all what you're going to need to make your shrimp po' boy, and we're going to get started with our ingredients. You're going to need 2 to 3 pounds of fresh Louisiana shrimp. And to fry our shrimp, you're going to need some Louisiana seasoned fish fry, eggs, and some canola or vegetable oil, and this is 1 quart that I have here. And to dress our shrimp po' boy, you're going to need some romaine lettuce, 1 large tomato, pickles, mayonnaise, ketchup, and optional ingredients. You can use mustard and some hot sauce. Now some people like to add hot sauce onto their shrimp po' boy, okay? It's just a personal preference. And for our seasonings, you're going to need some sea salt, Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, some Chef Paul Prudhomme's Seafood Magic, and optional, you can use cayenne pepper for this recipe. And as a special bonus, you're going to need 1 pound of shoestring French fries. And for our bread, you're going to need 1 loaf of New Orleans French bread. Now this bread is commonly served in a lot of restaurants in the New Orleans area, especially restaurants that serve po' boys, okay? This bread has a nice crunchy outer shell, but nice and soft on the inside. And that's exactly what we need for this recipe, okay? And there we have it. Let's get straight to it. We're going to get started by removing our shrimp head and placing that into a bowl. And we're going to peel off the shell off of the shrimp tail. And we're going to place the shell into the bowl with the shrimp head in, and we're going to place the shrimp tail in a separate bowl. And there we have it. We have our shrimp tails and our shrimp heads. Now, as you can see, there's a dark line going along the back of the shrimp. We're going to cut that out. So we're going to take a sharp knife and we're going to cut along the back of the shrimp. And as you can see, there's a dark string. You're going to pull that out. And there you go. Now we're going to add the shrimp into a strainer. And we're going to rinse it off thoroughly with cold water. And there we have it. Now we're going to set that on the side, and we're going to bring in our shrimp heads. Now what you can do with this, you can make a shrimp stock with this, and then you just put it in the freezer for a few months, and you can use it whenever you want to. Now we're going to go ahead and remove the stem off of the lettuce here. As you can see, I'm cutting all the way down. on both sides, removing the stem off. Now we're going to take the leaves and we're just going to bunch them together and we're going to chop that up. And that's how it's going to look when we're done. Now we're going to take that and we're going to place that into a strainer. And we're going to rinse this off thoroughly with cold water. Now we're going to take one tomato and we're going to rinse it off. And we're going to cut about 4 thin slices. For your batter, you're going to add the entire package. That's 22 ounces of Louisiana fish fry that we're adding in here. Now we're going to go ahead and season this. We're going to add a half a teaspoon of Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning and a half a teaspoon of Chef Paul Prudhomme's Seafood Magic. And if you are adding the cayenne pepper, you're going to add a half a teaspoon of that in there as well. And we're going to give this a quick stir. Going to set that on the side and bring in our eggs. Here we have 3 large eggs. I'm going to take our fork and we're just going to whisk that together. We're going to preheat our fire to medium-high heat. And if you are using a deep fryer, you're going to preheat it to 350 degrees. And we're going to add our oil into our pot here. I'm going to add the entire thing of oil. And we're going to let this oil get hot for about 6 to 7 minutes. Times can vary depending on your stove. And here we have our serving dish lined with napkins. You want to make sure you have that ready. Okay, here we have our shrimp, which we peeled, cleaned, and deveined, our eggs, and our seasoned Louisiana fish fry. And make sure you have a lid to put on top of your container. Alright, we're going to take some shrimp, add that into your egg. Make sure that the shrimp is nice and coated with the egg. Now we're going to add the shrimp into our seasoned Louisiana fish fry. And we're going to shake that up and make sure the shrimp is nice and breaded with that seasoned Louisiana fish fry. And this is how it's going to look when we're done. And we're going to fry it. And we're going to let this fry for about 3 minutes. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes now, and I'm going to go ahead and remove our shrimp. I'm going to add that onto our serving dish, lined with napkins. And there we have it. Looks beautiful. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Now we're going to add about a 1/4 pound of the French fries into a large bowl. And to that, we're going to sprinkle a little bit of sea salt right on top of there. And we're going to toss that around using your hands. And once done, we're going to add that into our baking dish. We're going to spread that around as evenly as you can. Now it's ready to be baked. You're going to place this into a preheated 400-degree oven, and we're going to bake this for about 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and set my timer to 10 minutes. Time is up. And remove your French fries out of the oven after baking on 400 degrees for 10 minutes. And there you have it. As you can see, it's a nice golden brown color. Now let's get started with our French bread. We're going to cut down horizontally on one side of the French bread. And we're going to cut down horizontally on the opposite side of the French bread. And we're going to end up with a 1-foot long piece of French bread. And we're going to cut down the center of the French bread. And that's how it's going to look on the inside. Now we're going to brush some melted, salted, or unsalted butter on top of the French bread. Now you don't have to do this step. This is totally optional. Now we're going to add our French bread onto our baking dish. Now it's ready to be baked.
We're going to place this into a preheated 400-degree oven, and we're going to bake this for about 3 to 4 minutes. And after 3 to 4 minutes, we're going to remove it out of the oven. Now we're going to go ahead and flip it over. And look at that, it's a nice light golden brown color. Now let's dress our po' boy. I'm going to add some mayonnaise. And we're going to spread that onto the slice of French bread. Now we're going to go ahead and add our shrimp. And there we have it. We're going to add some ketchup, followed by our lettuce. We're going to add our tomato. Now we're going to add our pickles. And here we have our fries, hot and ready to be eaten. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, shrimp po' boy made by New Orleans native. Thanks for watching.
Now it's time to go ahead and take a bite. Man, I haven't eaten a po' boy in years. It's been a long time. So this is actually a very nice treat for me. Here goes nothing. What's this doing? Y'all, when I tell you, this po' boy is so good. Oh man. Oh. And I got me some Louisiana hot sauce. I don't get no better than this. You know, us Louisiana people, we like hot sauce on our stuff. Oh, I gotta get another napkin. You got that nice crunchy and softness from the bread. I mean, when you saw me take a bite into it, you heard that crunch. Man. I mean, man, so good. I'm telling you, I just love my New Orleans food. It just don't get no better than this. Whew. The shrimp, so nice and seasoned. You have that, the lettuce, the tomato, the mayonnaise, the little ketchup, all that combined. I mean, oh man, it is so good. And then the best part, you get to eat some nice, delicious hot fries with it. Oh. And I'm telling y'all, try the recipe. It is very, very good. It ain't nothing like New Orleans food, y'all. I'm telling you, New Orleans food, we have some of the best food ever. For real. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Shrimp po' boy, made by a New Orleans native. Thanks for watching. Hey y'all, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like or subscribe to my channel so you can enjoy all of my delicious recipes cooked right here in my kitchen. If you have any questions or comments, please post them, or you can email me at charliethecookandrews@gmail.com. You can also contact me on Facebook, www.facebook.com/charliethecookandrews. You can also check out this recipe along with all of my other recipes at www.charliethecookandrews.webs.com. And if you want to donate to the channel, you want to check the links in the description box and it'll take you step by step on how to donate. So, until next time, take care, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.